Hello, welcome. My name is Roland. This is day 19 of my day trading journey. And today I did take a trade. This is the one I'm currently in. And this is probably the best trade I've ever taken. Even though it doesn't look like it right now, it's just, I'll explain it later on. But for now, I'll just recap how I took the trade and why I took it. So basically, at first I looked at the daily chart, right? And it was very bearish, but it had recently just swept this liquidity down here. You see this one right here? From the previous week, it swept it. So my what is it called? Current bias for like the whole week is for it to go and start going back up. Maybe not this time. Maybe not to 71. It'll take a while to go back up there because that's what Bitcoin usually does. And it was on BTC USD by the way. And so it dropped all the way down here, swept liquidity. It could have went even lower, and it still can because these haven't been swept down here. But that's like pretty much impossible. Bitcoin, well, it's not impossible, but it just never drops to. It doesn't drop us to 64 often, at least from what I know. It's usually around 67, 68. So I'm thinking it's gonna go up. At least sweep this liquidity down here. I mean up here, right? And then start going back down and sweep the other ones. But I don't know for now. But for now, my bias is what is it called? For what is it called? Is bullish. And as you can see, the trade isn't going out so well, but there's a reason for that. So I entered off of a fair value gap off the 1 minute, off the 1 hour, right? So there was this, I entered down here right after it got into this fair value gap right here. So that was pretty good. I entered off the 5 minute, right? There was this fair value gap right here. I entered down here. This one was an accidental. I wasn't trying to do that because I had the, what is it called? Uh, the spread wrong, or not spread, the lot size wrong. It was not 2% account size. And so I got 23 cents. And then I got back in right here off of a fair value gap on the 5 minute. As you can see right here, this fair value gap right here is the one I entered off. Boom. And then I had the EQ and everything. I'll just set it back up real quick. As you can see, everything lined up right. And the only reason the price is going down right now, the only reason it's not like all the way up here, because it was about to touch my take profit, right? But then it started going back down. And there's a reason for that. It's because the 1 hour, let me clear everything, created a new fair value gap that it wants to go back into. So this one right here that has not been touched yet, and that's the only reason I'm still staying in it. And also because it's like it's either I lose or win, and then I learn from that. But it's still going on right now, so it's gonna take quite a while. I'm probably still gonna post it without like the actual how it ends, because I have to go to sleep. But this is how this is the fair value gap that was before that made me want to enter, and then I entered off of a 5 minute fair value gap because I could have entered down here, but I don't. I went to go take a shower. I wasn't actually looking, so it was all the way back up here by the time. So I entered off the five, and right now it is going to sweep. What is it called? I mean, no, not sweep. It's gonna go into this fair value gap and then sweep this high right here, or not this one. This one has already been pretty close. Probably gonna go for this one right here at the 48, and this is with the 2% account size balance. So I'm just waiting for it to hit this right here, the fair value gap, and then go back up, which is what I think is gonna happen. And the only downside to this whole trade, right? Because this trade is pretty good, except the time that I'm trading. As you can see right here, it is. What kind of time is this? Okay, it's right here. So this is the next day, pretty much, is what it's gonna show. So we're over here, and as you can see, the time is very late, and it's like not very volatile right now. It's literally less volatile than a freaking meme coin, dude. Like that's the only thing that was bad about this trade, cause I entered right here and it took like over 2 hours, I think. Like it's been a very long time, and it hasn't even hit the TP yet. So that's pretty much the only downside of this trade. But I think it's still gonna end up what is it called, hitting TP, even though it's like all the way down here right now. I'm just waiting for it to hit the fair value gap because it hasn't been actually. I mean, it has down here, but it could be going again. Let's take 1 hour. Am I thinking? Go down. Okay, so it hasn't been tapped into yet by any of these. So we're still good for now. I just need to wait. Once it hits this, it's most likely gonna go back up. And I went against my bias today, so this was like the bias, right? As you can see, it's just been going down from 70 to 67, went all the way down to 66 right here. So my bias would have been, if I didn't see the liquidity sweep right here, it would have been, what is it called, bearish. But that's pretty much it. Still, I actually learned a lot today. Took a pretty good trade with higher confluences with higher time frames. So this trade should still end up pretty well. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.